Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 30th. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And just to follow up on a story we brought you first thing yesterday morning about the shooting up in Gambrills at the village of Waughchapel, police have advised us that the 28-year-old victim that was shot did indeed die upon arrival at BWMC Medical Center. They have not released a name just yet. They are awaiting notification of the next of kin. 2 7th graders at Monarch Academy in Glen Burnie found heroin capsules on school grounds last week. The 2 7th graders found a suspicious-looking baggie and brought it to the attention of the administration, who called police. Police did confirm that afternoon that the bag did indeed contain 3 heroin capsules. Arundel County School spokesperson Bob Moser says that there is no evidence or indication that a student or staff member brought the drugs to school, and he said, quote, Monarch Academy, unlike most schools, is in a series of warehouse buildings in the rear of the industrial complex. This is most likely someone who ditched it there and left it there for someone to pick up. Moser said that a letter was sent home to parents, but unlike most public schools, this letter was not available on the charter school's website. The Arundel County Fire Department and Explosives Investigation Unit is seeking the public's assistance to identify a suspect wanted in a series of incendiary fires in the Crofton and Gambrills area. We have 2 videos up on eyeonannapolis.net provided by the fire department, and they are hopeful that people might be able to recognize the individual, perhaps by his face, his clothing, or his mannerisms. Take a look at them at eyeonannapolis.net, and if it looks familiar to you, you can leave an anonymous tip at 410-222-TIPS, which is 8477. This is an active criminal investigation. The fire department is keeping pretty tight-lipped about it, and they have not released any further details about where the fires were, other than there were several fires set in the Crofton-Gambrills area. Speaking of investigations, the Secret Service is warning financial institutions about a type of cyber attack known as jackpotting. Secret Service officials say that the crime involves installing malicious software or hardware at ATMs that force the machines to release large quantities of cash. They say criminals have been able to find vulnerabilities in the financial institutions that operate ATMs. Typically, they're standalone machines located in pharmacies or big box retailers and drive-thrus. The Secret Service says that the criminals will range from individuals to international organized crime syndicates, and they have recently obtained credible information about planned jackpotting attacks in the United States. Now, if I just happen to see an ATM spitting out copious amounts of cash, I don't know, I've got a decision to make. Well, here's an easy decision to make. Southwest Airlines is going to be soon flying to Hawaii. It's one destination that the airline doesn't fly, and last week, CEO Gary Kelly said that he hopes to be having flights by the end of 2018. He said there's a few more hoops to jump through yet with the FAA, but he is hopeful that they will be flying to Hawaii, although he did not know which island, by the end of 2018. But if not, he said he's confident the airline will at least be selling tickets for flights that will start in early 2019. Southwest is the dominant airline at Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, and they're responsible for more than 70% of all commercial passengers. So, look for Hawaii in your future. Hey, I don't want to wait till Friday for this because tickets are going fast, but the Paul Reed Smith Band is playing on Friday at 8 p.m. at Maryland Hall. Now, if you're not sure who Paul Reed Smith is, he's rooted in Annapolis, actually right above the Ram's Head, and now is an internationally acclaimed guitar maker, and there is a fancy word for that, and I'm not coming up with it right away. But he also tours with his own band, the Paul Reed Smith Band, and they've traveled all over the world, including Germany, Italy, Japan, and the heart of their music can best be described as Chesapeake gumbo, true to their roots right here in the area, with a heart of funky rock. Come on out February 2nd, which is Friday, 8 p.m., Maryland Hall for the Creative Arts. You can get tickets online at marylandhall.org. Also rooted here in Annapolis, George Young with DMV Weather, and he has your weather forecast for the rest of the week.
I'm Sean ONeal, your local RBC Wealth Management Advisor. When you choose to work with me, you'll have access to a worldwide network of financial products and services only available from a leading global institution. RBC's international reputation for physical strength and stability, world-class capabilities, and corporate values is unique in the financial services industry. I also recognize the importance of reinvesting in the communities in which we live and work, and I'm committed to serving my clients by building long-term relationships based on trust, integrity, and confidence. I look forward to helping you with your wealth management needs. Call me, Sean ONeal, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather with your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, January 30th. As expected, we have a little light snow moving across Annapolis and all of Arundel County this morning, but with temps at the ground level still generally above the 32-degree mark in most spots, the overall impact of this light snow is being minimized more so than not today, as snowfall totals stay on the very low end, if anything. But temps will stay cold today with highs in the 30s, and winds will become breezy this afternoon and tonight as a new storm forms off the east coast and pulls away to the northeast over the Atlantic. Much of the same for tomorrow with cold temps in the 30s, but we do get some sunshine out of the deal, and then we warm up nicely on Thursday back toward the 50-degree mark, but just for one day as another cold front moves through late Thursday into Friday, and with that comes another chance at some snow as a low-pressure center tries to form along that cold front and move over the area. Stay tuned for updates on this one. We should have our official snowfall forecast for this next weather maker out by 8 p.m. Wednesday night. Okay, that's it for us today. Make sure you download our free weather app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store on all of your devices by searching for DC MDVA Weather, and also follow us on our website at dmvweather.com or on Twitter or Facebook so you can always stay weather informed. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Bundle up out there today, and remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
I'm Sean ONeal, your local RBC Wealth Management Advisor. More than likely, the primary reason you save and invest is to achieve your life goals while ensuring your long-term financial well-being. But before you can determine your preparedness towards your goals, you need long-term answers to important questions about how much money you need, where it will come from, and how long it will last. RBC Wealth Plan, a new industry-leading tool, is now available to help answer these questions and develop your personal plan using a conversational approach. With RBC Wealth Plan, we can create a personal analysis based on these unique goals while offering you the ability to weigh certain decisions and determine what's best for you and your family. Call me, Sean ONeal, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.